a snow leopard, the rarest of Himalayan animals. It's a female returning to her lair. These are the first intimate images of snow leopard ever filmed in the wild. She greets her one-year-old cub. Her den is well chosen. It has exceptional views of the surrounding cliffs. On these treacherous slopes, no hunter other than a snow leopard would have a chance of catching such agile prey. A female with young makes an easier target. Her large paws give an excellent grip, and that long tail helps her balance. Silently, she positions herself above her prey. Fresh snowfall covers all animal prints, making tracking difficult, but it does transform the valley into a fairy tale landscape.
As soon as it starts snowing and as soon as it starts looking like this, it just becomes a completely magical place.
What the team does discover is a haven for wildlife. Markhor are extremely rare mountain goats, but they seem abundant here. This is an encouraging sign, as markhor are prime leopard prey. After weeks of searching, there's no sign of the elusive cat, and as the snows get heavier, animals start to move down to the lower slopes.
The animals are struggling. We can't get around much. I think it's time to beat a retreat. Get out of here.
They need to find a place where a leopard will come to them. But guessing the best location for a stakeout is almost as hard as finding a leopard. Nisar's news-gathering skills will be needed. His local contacts may provide a lead.
Story is, if you tell the snow leopard that you are king of the jungle, it takes a step back and lets you go through.
As usual, plenty of stories, but nothing helpful. Finally, they get a tip-off. A snow leopard has been seen coming close to a nearby village.
I just hope it's there when we get there. How fast can this car go?
Having spent weeks searching Pakistan's wildest frontiers, could the team really succeed in a place so accessible to humans?
Go to the camera, Mark.
For once, there is truth in the rumours. The snow leopard is not only here, but out in full view.
It's just the most fabulous feeling ever. Right in front of us is one of the most elusive creatures in the world looking straight at us right now. Oh, here we go. Hello.
For years, scientists and filmmakers have tried to get close to the snow leopard and failed. But now, here was a snow leopard venturing into our world. No longer the stuff of myth and legend, but a living, breathing animal. Day after day, Mark is able to film this consummate mountaineer, a creature utterly at home on these perilous slopes. Her markings provide superb camouflage, whilst her giant paws and immense tail lend balance to some very precarious manoeuvres. A wild snow leopard, relaxed in the presence of humans, is completely unheard of. Why should an animal accustomed to roaming hundreds of miles keep returning to the same spot? Before Mark and Nissa can find the answer, she disappears. A few days later, Mark begins to recognize behaviors in her that he had seen prior to the collaring.
About 2:30 in the afternoon, she went off to a cliff and waited there. There's no markhor around at all. And then suddenly you could see a few boulders rolling down. And there's one markhor was coming down the cliff. And she heard the boulders, and she moved around this cliff and took up this position slightly higher up, and the markhor sort of went down away from her and then down towards this gully. And as she came down the screw slope, she did this rolling thing which she does. She'll roll right over on her back like a domestic cat. When she does this rolling, you know that she's into a serious hunt. We don't quite know why it is. Maybe it's to kind of mask the scent or change the colour. So she went further down and she got to this point and she was looking down at the markhor, and the markhor just went over the lip of the gully, and as soon as he'd gone over the lip, she charged down the hill, really long run. And got to this bush and hid in this bush. I was following her down, and I got to this point, and because of this black and white viewfinder in the camera, I couldn't really see what was going on. And in fact, the markhor was just right in the middle of the frame. I couldn't see it at all. And so I was like, oh, where's she gone, moved the camera, and at that moment, she charging out of the bush and took him out. Jumped right on top of him, and they disappeared down to the bottom of this gully. She had made a successful kill, and so even with this white collar on, you know, she was obviously still able to survive. So that was quite a relief to see she could do that. That was good.
For the longest time, I was really upset. You know, I just couldn't see the justification of all of this. But now, having seen her hunt with a collar on, it's almost like she's happy. She seems okay, and it almost seems worthwhile.
The successful hunt is a turning point for Mark and Nissa. It becomes clear their photographic record will be more important than they had ever imagined. The researchers will be able to use these images alongside the data from the collar They're far more informative together than either is alone. Using this combination of science and film, we're finally starting to understand this most enigmatic of creatures. A window on the life of the snow leopard has finally been opened. Over the next few weeks, another benefit of the collar becomes clear. In the past, the team had to rely on instinct or rumours to find the leopard. Now they can use hard data from the collar. For the first time, the team can actually follow her. The information from the researchers leads them back to the local village where Mark films her sleeping next to a fresh kill. But the camera reveals her prey to be a wild markhor, not a goat. What is learnt from studying snow leopards now may help to save them in the future. When the female reappears, it becomes clear that the proximity of livestock is not the real reason she's here.
So I was concentrating on getting shots of a snow leopard, and Nissar was stood by my side, and he went, "There's another one." And I was going, "Shut up." He's like, "It's not." And he said, "There's another snow leopard." I was going, "What?" And he'd seen this snow leopard moving inside the cave.
And then suddenly, from that hole, pops out this face. And you could see it was a juvenile. It just had this lost look about it. And I was in fits. I mean, I was like jumping up and down, and Mark was going, oh my God, let me frame her, let me frame her.
The next time Mark and Nissar find them, the young male cub has grown in confidence and is venturing further from the cave. He seems to have taken a dislike to the local magpies.
He was learning. Everything he was doing, he was mimicking the mother. She doesn't like magpies either, but he was looking at them as playful things. She probably considers them, a nuisance.
There is playtime, and then there are times when a young snow leopard needs to pay proper attention.
Whenever she went hunting, there was this amazing communication between them where she'd take a few steps, he'd start following, and then she'd just turn around and look at him, and he'd just look at her and then just slink away and go back and sit in the cave. Obviously there was a training going on which was not hands-on. It was look, but don't come near me.
A 1-year-old cub needs as much food as its mother. With 2 mouths to feed, the female is under pressure to kill regularly. News of an even more brazen attack on local livestock is of great concern to Nissar.
This is the lady. When she came in, she pushed the door open, and the minute she did that, the leopard jumped out and pushed her back. She fell down and fainted, and the leopard took off. This one's actually been eaten from the back. It's pretty gory right now.
Nissar knows a killing spree so close to where the mother is hunting is dangerous. She'll be blamed even if she's not the culprit.
I've asked him that if he goes up again with his livestock and the leopard comes back, what is he going to do? And he's he's saying that I'll just have to shoot it.
With so much at stake, it's a relief when Mark gets concrete evidence that the mother can provide for her cub from the wild population of markhor. Her prey weighs as much as she does, and dragging it up a slope as steep as this must take enormous effort. It's imperative she gets the carcass back to her den so that her cub can feed undisturbed by scavengers. But a single markhor won't feed the pair for long. Within a couple of days, she'll need to hunt again.
After the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991, the economy in Kyrgyzstan collapsed, with rural areas being particularly hard hit. Snow leopards, which only live in these remote Asian mountains, had a price on their heads. Their skin and bones were traded on the black market, and numbers fell dramatically by as much as 80%. And despite global efforts, the black market for exotic pets, trophy hunting, skins and organs is ominous. They're losing their habitats to farming, urbanization and climate change. But here in Kyrgyzstan, the snow leopards are back. And this isolated country now has the highest density of snow leopards anywhere in the world. And I'm intrigued to find out why they're doing so well. Dr. Kustub Sharma has brought me just 25 minutes outside of the capital, to the foothills of the huge Tian Shan mountain range. What's special about this place that you've taken us?
Not so long ago, we were able to detect a good population, a healthy population of snow leopards in these mountains. People have always known there are snow leopards here, but it was only 3 years ago that we started to, for the first time, photograph them using camera traps. That's what makes these mountains special. These snow leopards, they oversee the city of Bishkek, and Bishkek lives in the shadow of the snow leopards that inhabit these mountains here.
So why do we use the camera traps?
We basically don't know how many snow leopards there are, right? And the camera traps are our eyes in the mountains, which help us count how many snow leopards there are. And they don't complain when they're out in the mountains. If I go and sit there for 20 minutes, I'll start complaining. But these camera traps stay there for 6 months without complaining, and they record very valuable information.
What will we be doing to help you guys?
You'll be helping set out anywhere between 35 to 40 cameras in an entire 700-800 square kilometer landscape. What we hope to do is, once that data comes back, we will be able to individually identify different snow leopards and put that data into sophisticated algorithms to estimate how many snow leopards are there in that landscape.
Gathering data on snow leopards in the wild is one thing, but Kustub wants to show me the harsh reality of what happens in this region when snow leopards come into direct conflict with humans. We are currently on our way to meet a woman called Saltanat, who runs a rescue and rehabilitation centre for injured animals here in the capital city. And she has a very special individual that's been rescued from quite a traumatic experience that we're going to meet today.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Saltanat.
Nice to meet you, Saltanat. I'm Dan.
Welcome.
Thank you. Oh, hello. Look at this guy. You are very sweet, aren't you? Oh, wow.
He doesn't see.
Stunning. Could you tell me his story?
Его история. В январе пришла информация, что в Таласе, недалеко от города Талас, был обнаружен снежный барс на дереве. И когда прислали видео, то есть там сразу я видела, что животное было дезориентировано. То есть на тот момент я не предполагала, что в него стреляли. Я думала, может быть, был сильный удар по голове, или он находится и не знает, куда идти. То есть она вот так вот просто крутилась. И потом, когда его на следующий день привезли в ветеринарную клинику, я присутствовала на операции, и тогда уже выяснилось, что в него стреляли, что это были дроби. И после, когда мы уже пригласили специалистов-офтальмологов, тогда было уже ему не поможет. Он останется слепым навсегда.
It's a very sad story.
Yeah, it's very sad.
What Sultanat thinks is that he was probably kept illegally as a cub, maybe found, picked up, and then one day escaped. Well, the fact that he was potentially an escaped cub meant that he wasn't afraid of people. And he came really close to someone who had a gun, and they were surprised, and they shot him in the face.
It was the most painful image I've ever seen. There must have been nothing less than 100 pellets in its head. The pain that the snow leopard must be going through and the agony that it must be going through, it still sends shivers through your spine. Of course, it's a classic case of exotic pet trade, or the illegal demand for snow leopards and other wild animals as exotic pets, and that's disturbing, truly disturbing. But if it was a wild snow leopard which came into a community and someone got spooked and injured the cat, even then that issue needs to be addressed through education and working with the local communities.
Whether this was a wild snow leopard trying to hunt where people now farm, or an escaped captive bred animal for the pet trade, this cat's story is stark evidence of the challenge they're facing and the need to work with the communities who share their lands with snow leopards. Outside of the capital, the Kyrgyz people are spread across towns and villages in thousands of square miles of remote mountain ranges. Where do you even start? I'm going to the top and managed to arrange a meeting with one of the governors in charge of snow leopard conservation. Nice to meet you. Why are snow leopards so special?
Для кыргызов это испокон веков считался это особый вид. И мы когда разрабатывали программу, видели его на самой верхушке пирамиды. То есть пирамида – это сохранение нашего биоразнообразия. Это вы сами знаете, что Кыргызстан – это горная страна, и с млекопитающих, которые обитают на самом высоком месте, это является барс.
He tells me they work with local people who revere the snow leopard to understand what happens when people and snow leopards share an environment. They found, for example, that when snow leopards have come into villages, they're often old or unable to hunt in the hills, so education and understanding snow leopard behavior is vital. Nationally, he tells me that ecotourism is a big hope for their economic growth. The fines for poaching have increased by 20 times, and they plan to increase the range of their national parks by around 40%. I listened as the governor explained that the Bishkek Declaration was signed by the 12 countries where snow leopards live and sets out their joint aims to protect them and their habitats. Thank you so much for your time. It's really nice to meet you. Hearing the governor talk about how they're working both locally and globally to protect their snow leopards is so reassuring, and it's clearly working. But policies alone don't save species. I need to see what this means on the ground. We're in Bishkek, and we're just about to meet Kuban Zhumabay-Ulu, who is the director and founder of the Snow Leopard Foundation here in Kyrgyzstan. Him and I have been speaking kind of on and off for about a year and a half now, about getting out here and doing an expedition together to set camera traps and hopefully see a snow leopard in the wild.
Hi.
Hi, Cuban. How are you?
Good. Come. How are you?
Very good, thank you. After you.
Come, please.
Chang.
Here you can see how many individuals we identified.
And every single one of these is a different snow leopard?
Yeah, these are different snow leopards. So we try to find good images of each individual from both sides.
James Bond.
Yeah, James Bond.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah. I have a selfie with this snow leopard.
You had a selfie with that cat?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How many have you seen in the wild? With your own eyes?
3 times.
3 times?
3 times. Then you know that it's very hard to find this animal in the wild. You know, I mean, they see us first. You know that they are around, and then they are very well camouflaged, so it's hard to find them.
People say that it's the wildlife encounter that you can have. So yeah, well, it's been my dream for a very long time.
And I think you will find it. Chances are high.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well, I can see you've planned it all out over here already.
Yeah, so I was working on these locations where we set up camera traps, and then I want to show this map to the rangers. And some cameras, you know, when setting up, you have to change the angle because animals come, but you can't get exact spots, you know, which are important for identification of individuals.
So every coat is like a fingerprint, effectively?
Yeah, it's like that, yeah. So they have unique patterns on the fur, and then this helps us, you know, to identify.
You've been camera trapping for, what, 7 years in this reserve?
Yeah.
Why do you do it? What are you hoping to achieve?
So we are comparing data from this area with the other area where there is no reserve, how big area is needed for one individual. We see how they share this habitat with other animals. So we see how many females give birth, how they share this area, how many cubs stay with mother. 2 years ago.
The scale of the task which Kuban and his team are undertaking is starting to dawn on me. This animal is virtually impossible to observe. But with methodically collected camera trap evidence, Kuban is building up a robust scientific picture of where these ghost-like cats live in Kyrgyzstan.
Nice one.
So, at 5 a.m, we pack up and set off.
You can move it.
We're going. I'm in safe hands. Kuban has made the journey into the reserve more than 50 times. As we leave the city, I feel proud and excited to be a small part of something much larger than my own goal of seeing a snow leopard. But I wonder what chance I have. Even Kuban, who's dedicated 7 years of his life to seeing these animals, has only seen them 3 times.
That's weird, isn't it? I wanted to see a snow leopard for years. Probably ever since I was a little kid and I first saw one, I thought it was a picture of something that wasn't real, a made-up animal. And as you kind of dream of becoming a wildlife filmmaker and a biologist, the snow leopard's pretty much the one animal that you really never think you're going to be able to see, because who really gets to go into those mountains? And now we're looking at them with our own eyes, right up there.
The foothills of the colossal Tian Shan mountain range finally show themselves, and we begin our climb into this remote landscape. It's not long before we reach the front line of snow leopard conservation. We're in a wildlife checkpost, so people coming out of the reserve, they drive through here and they have to stop, and then these guys search all the vans and the cars for wildlife parts.
She's really active. Hello! She's a badass, isn't she? Her name is Chili, and she knows the snow leopard smell and argalis, ibex smells. And when the suspicious cars comes, and I work with the Chili, and she looks around the car and tries to find that things. Does she know the difference between argali or snow leopard? Yeah, she knows.
Really?
Definitely. Sometimes some people text me by bringing some horns of the argalis or ibex, and she finds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Snow leopards share these huge ranges with remote villagers and herders. So global or national conservation means nothing if the local people aren't on board. Snow leopards have been known to kill sheep and goats belonging to these people, yet Kuban is a welcome face in this isolated village. He takes me to meet the people, to see how a local scheme, which the Snow Leopard Foundation have come up with, works.
Welcoming you to this place.
Thank you very much. Thank you for welcoming us into your home. So, what's this meeting about today?
Together with the community, we made a local protected area which borders with the Sarchat Heritage Reserve. And if there is no poaching by local people on prey species and snow leopards, then they get additional bonus from our organization. So there was no poaching on snow leopards, no poaching on wild prey. So I want to pass this money now to our local leader, Chopon. And she's going to vereyim onu tanısanız 100 get for. İyi. Tanısanız mı? Sana almış mı?
So this is primarily because of handicraft?
Yeah. One second. So they are protecting this area well. Now you can come out from this village and see argalis on the slopes.
That's
No?
amazing. So it's a real, actual monetary value associated with conservation.
Yes.
And does most of the money come from creating these handicrafts?
Yes.
Yeah?
Comes from that.
And it's just struck me how amazing this is, because it's a resource they wouldn't otherwise be using. It's hard wool they don't usually use, and they're turning that non-usable resource into something to create handicrafts that then the Snow Leopard Trust are selling all around the world, giving them direct income. And the arrangement and the agreement that they have is that they get this income and they get this collaboration with the Snow Leopard Trust because they're protecting this environment, which to me is amazing, because in all conservation agreements and most conservation initiatives, there's always some kind of sacrifice. But here, there's no sacrifice whatsoever, because these women who wouldn't typically be making their own income here now have their own source of income, creating these handicrafts, which are then being sold by the Snow Leopard Trust all around the world, making a pretty good income for them. These guys made $15,000 last year in these handicrafts alone, which are made of wool products that they would have otherwise been throwing away. It's a wool that they can't make clothes out of. It's too hard. And so, yeah, I think it's an incredible initiative. Can't believe it. Back on the road, we need to reach the ranger's cabin before nightfall. These rangers are locals too. Many of their families make crafts for the Snow Leopard Trust, like we saw in the village. As night falls, so does the temperature. These are brutal conditions.
If your car is broken and if you stay in that place and if you don't have any heating inside, I think you'll die. If you have no petrol to heat inside, no gas stove, then I think you'll die.
Just crossed a river, a frozen river, in a very heavy jeep. After 14 hours, we finally reach the cabin where we'll spend the night.
Welcome to Hotel California.
It immediately strikes me just how tough these rangers need to be, working with limited provisions and equipment in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Luckily for us, they arrived earlier and have lit a fire, taking the edge off the -15 conditions. Well, we're 4,028 meters. Never been this high up before, and I'm starting to get a bit of a headache and feeling very lightheaded. It's freezing cold.
I really do feel like we're on top of the world, but it does feel amazing. It's a completely different type of remote, something I've never experienced before. And it's weird to think that actually there's a lot of wildlife here. There's bears, there's wolves, and somewhere there are snow leopards.
We all try to get some sleep. Seeing how the local economy is supported is a vital part of the story here in Kyrgyzstan. But if you can't prove an animal exists, you can't save it.
Good morning. Ooh, that was an interesting night's sleep. I couldn't work out if I was cold or if I was ill. I need a coffee and some breakfast. And then we'll plan the day. Look at that. Such a stark habitat to live in. It's like they're living on the side of Everest.
The team make plans for the expedition, and I'm introduced to the rangers, many of whom have spent their lives in these mountains, and for them, being in the reserve is just another day at the office.
Can we call Dan?
Dan.
Dan. Please. Sultan, his name is Sultanbek.
Sultanbek.
Jockey.
Jockey. Nice to meet you.
Elmir.
Nice to meet you.
Ishka.
Ishka? Ishka. Tamam.
Urmeshka.
Oh no.
Durma.
Ishka. Cool. It's amazing what these guys literally have to go through every single time they come here. The rangers in Kuban, you know, they've got millions of different jobs. They're horse catchers, horseshoers, drivers, wolf defenders, camera trappers, anti-poachers, all in one. And that's what's got us here. Everything looks like a snow leopard.
Trying to spot snow leopards against this backdrop is way more challenging than I could ever have imagined. It takes skill, patience, and dedication, and even then, the perfectly camouflaged cats often elude the team.
Do you have any specific techniques you use, Kuban?
Yeah.
What do you...
Yeah, so first we scan this kind of ridges. Start with main, go, scan. And if you don't find, you just go these smaller ridges.
Okay. So right now, looking at this mountain here, do you think there's a snow leopard on it?
There is, yeah, well, definitely somewhere around here. But it's a huge area.
So it is literally playing Where's Wally? Except Wally is so much easier to find.
These mountains might look empty, but are home to a wonderfully diverse range of species, including snow leopard prey like these argali. Some of these creatures are targeted by trophy hunters, who will pay as much as $50,000 for a chance to shoot an argali or an ibex. Trophy hunting is banned within the Sarichat Reserve, helping to safeguard available food for snow leopards and preserve biodiversity. But rangers are always on their guard.
Check out this. This is the remains of a very big ibex. This is probably killed by a snow leopard. It's pretty fresh because you can really smell it. Oh God. Oh. God, this is so heavy. This is another casualty of the mountain. This is a male argali, but I can't believe they can carry that much weight. This was again probably killed by a snow leopard, but even something this big is way bigger, way stronger than a snow leopard. But they just have this amazing ability and skill and dexterity when they're hunting. Look at that. These are the same, if not a very similar subspecies to Marco Polo sheep, which is like one of the most expensive animals to trophy hunt in the world. I think it could cost between $30,000 and $50,000 to get a license to hunt one. That's a big problem here. This is a reserve, but the whole surrounding area is hunting concession for animals like these, which in turn obviously damages the population of snow leopards. But I don't think this was killed by a hunter, because this is the one part he probably would have taken. We're in the lair of the snow leopard now.
The rangers meet to plan how to deploy the camera traps. The weather can change quickly, and they have a huge area to cover.
There's a big debate happening right now. Some of us are going to go down there, set camera traps. I think some people are going to have to go 7 hours on horseback in that direction, and they've already came all the way here on horses, so I think they're a little bit over that.
Getting the camera in the right place is vital.
They're chatting about where to put the camera traps, just sifting through hundreds of pictures of snow leopards. Like, this one's not good enough, this needs to be better. We need to see the size of the spots because that's how they identify them all. So a picture of a snow leopard's bum isn't good enough. Personally, for me, that would be great.
But see, it's coming from this side. You can see only face, and then this right side you can't see, no? So this one is fine. This one is fine. This is fine.
Lessons learned, and with the locations decided for all 40 camera traps, it's time to saddle up and get to the task at hand. For some of these rangers, it's a 7-hour ride.
We're going to go and set a camera trap over that mountain over there, and we're bringing our little friend with us to help carry the stuff. So up here there's like a darker ridge bit, and underneath it there's a massive fallen rock, and Kuben's told us that that rock is a very commonly visited place for one of the snow leopards here, as he's marking his territory as he goes down the trails. And that is apparently a perfect place to set a camera trap. And I'm a bit intrigued to know what it smells like, but more than that, to be exactly where a wild snow leopard has just been.
Working at an altitude of over 4,000 meters is taking its toll.
It's just a small hill. Bloody hell. You set the camera trap on that? Yeah.
So snow leopard came here.
This feels very used, this area here.
Yeah.
Like something's laying
They
down.
come and they have rest, you know. I mean, these snow leopards like to sleep in the place like this, you know. You know, they like this kind of hanging rocks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So snow leopard comes like this, yeah, and then they do like this, you know. Or then you can do this, and I will change the angle of camera.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Shall I go?
Yeah. No, just stay there and look at this. Hey, wait.
Camera traps are motion activated. When something moves in front of the lens, the camera records a video.
No.
No light.
No.
No. No.
Yeah.
Light. They will
It was a bit better actually, just if you push it down. Yeah.
Look.
Yeah. Just removing all of the plants from the direct view of the camera trap, because if they set them off, there's just going to be thousands and thousands of pictures of these weeds. And it's going to waste all of the power and all of the space on the memory card. It's weird to think that where I'm standing right now, there's going to be a bunch of pictures of me creeping. And then maybe even a few days, few weeks, there'll be a snow leopard following in my footsteps.
With the camera set and then spurred on by rapidly dropping temperatures and thoughts of a hot meal, we make our way back to camp.
We have been scouring the tops of these cliffs, these ridges, for quite a long time now, about 4 hours, and nothing yet. I'm still in good spirits. This is day one. Finding a needle in a haystack. That mountain is hundreds of miles, thousands probably of miles squared up there. And Kuben is pretty sure that there's probably 1, 2, at least snow leopards on that cliff face right now. But it is one of the most camouflaged creatures on the planet. And as the light gets lower and lower, it's harder and harder to see them. And they're most active at dawn and dusk, crepuscular animals. So you have that real small window of time to get them. them from the cold. You alright, mate? I don't know how these horses do it. Completely naked. Look at him running over there.
So you'll be surprised to know how many people who are living in the mountains where snow leopards are, they live smack in the middle of a snow leopard habitat. They see the footprints of snow leopards, they hear the calls in the mating season, they see animals killed by snow leopards, but they've never seen a snow leopard in their life. And that's what gives them this mystical characteristic. Yeah, so there could be a snow leopard not even 50 meters from you, but if you don't know what to look for, you might very well miss seeing it.
I feel like finding a needle in a haystack would be a walk in the park compared to this.
Maybe snow leopard. No, snow leopard.
What is that? It's something. What is that? It's kind of strange. I can't tell what it is. If it's a snow leopard, Bashman saw him. Yes. I don't know what it is. I think it is a snow leopard though. It's a vulture.
My snow leopard spotting clearly needs some work.
Vulture?
Yeah.
But vultures are a good sign. They could lead us to the site of a recent kill.
Oh yeah, it's a vulture. Yeah. Himalayan vulture. Not a snow leopard. Damn it.
Every time these cameras record a snow leopard, it justifies the work that the whole country is doing. Those videos are the evidence that snow leopard numbers are recovering. But we don't have long left in these mountains. We've got more camera traps to set, and I hope, beyond all hope, that I glimpse one for real.
It's moving. Stop is drr.
I can't roll my eyes.
Drr. Oh, so you're never going to stop.
Yeah, that's it.
What was... So... Chew is go. This is Aliska, my horse. We're just packing her up, because we are going off in that direction now for about 4 hours to set some more camera traps. Some rangers have gone over there, some other guys have gone way off in that direction, and we're tasked over there. Off we go. It's funny because if Sultan doesn't hold on to this girl here, apparently she will just bolt as far as the eye can see into the distance.
Our route takes us in some pretty rough terrain.
Hey, chasse.
We're relying on these semi-wild horses to do it, hardly reassuring when the nearest hospital is 2 days' drive away.
Yeah, good.
Weather's changed. We've got our first snow in the mountains. Have you seen up there? It looks like a prime snow leopard cave. And I bet there's like 40, 50 snow leopards in there. That's where they go for tea. That is probably the most beautiful view I've ever seen in my life.
Stunning, isn't it?
Check out this view. That doesn't look real. Yeah, this looks like proper cat habitat. These little trails along these straight cliff edges. And this plain here is the perfect ground for their prey, the argali, the ibex, to come up into their lair. But yeah.
When I catch up with Kuban, he tells me something that brings me back down to earth.
This The valley is long, but it goes to hunting concession. In 2010, we apprehended one poacher here, right here. And he pretended that he was chasing wolf, but you wouldn't chase wolf so long, you know. And then we confiscated his gun. So again, people from this hunting concession brought Canadian hunters, 3 hunters. And then they shot 1 argali there, and then 2 ibex in the reserve.
It's just really sad. This feels like one of those last truly remote places, and that even here is still at risk.
Imagine someone will come and say, okay, if you let me hunt here, I will give you $2,000. And this guy's salary is $100. You know.
Yeah.
They will maybe let them do that, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
This is a problem when it comes to conserving highly prized species the world over. But I'm reminded that for these rangers, protecting snow leopards supports their whole community, who make and sell crafts which are sold around the world. But only if they protect the snow leopards.
Bedtime.
Yeah.
All right, good night.
After another broken night of sleep, we set off, climbing higher still in -15 degrees. Kuban says he prefers coming here in winter, despite the cold,
And there, another one there.
as there are more opportunities of seeing wild snow leopards.
They were here, but I didn't see. But see, huge one. Huge one.
Wow.
It's huge. See?
You can see them really clearly. Look, there we go. There's the pad. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Wow.
Snow leopard pug marks. 3 snow
Oh, when it
leopards.
snowed. This one is scrape marking, and then there is another scrape here.
Yeah. Right there. That's amazing. Not even 24 hours ago. There. Up here. Right below us. And 3 snow leopards. Literally 24 hours ago. Probably a mother and 2 older cubs because the prints are so big. They were right here. And there was 1, 2, 3 cats. They walked down here. God knows where they've gone. Maybe they've gone back up in the valley. Maybe we'll see them now.
With proof that we're in the right area, the team set camera traps in the hope that in 6 months' time, they'll come back and find evidence of snow leopards, maybe even a mother and her cubs. But it's not foolproof.
So last year bear came and then it moved our camera, but there was another camera tip and that bear broke that camera.
By setting multiple traps, the team covers their bases.
So when we set up our camera tap, we checked that camera tap, it's that one, and it had very nice images. Yeah.
In all, 40 camera traps are placed across the reserve, covering some 1,400 square kilometers. And the videos reveal an array of life hard to imagine in these stark and inhospitable mountains. Argali, wolves, ibex, bears, hares, marmots, and chuffs. With the weather closing in, we press on deeper into the reserve to set the last few traps.
You can see it, see? The huge one. Yeah, there is urine. And then also here, see? Maybe from last night. Very fresh, very fresh.
Ooh. Now that is a strong smell. But look, dude, there's a camera trap right there. Should we check?
We can check. It's not working. Maybe it's working.
This camera recorded a family of 3 snow leopards scent marking at this very spot earlier in the year.
Really cold.
But when we check, there's nothing. Just tiny movements triggering the camera.
You might want to just cut.
Is it working? No?
We set the trap in a new position near the spray marks, which the team will get in a few months' time.
It's working. It's working.
Snow leopards have been here, but it's getting very snowy now. It's harder to see at the top of the ridges, harder to see. But I don't know, there's something in the air. I feel lucky today.
Let's go.
Oh my God. This is tough work.
Years of practice and wildlife tracking skills guide Kuban into a promising spot. And then, something catches Kuban's eye.
I think it is.
If it's moving,
That's no rock. It's moving.
recording. It's moving. Record it. Hey, record it. It will move away maybe.
Holy shit! It is a snow leopard! Oh my God! It is!
I found it without binocular. See?
It is! Oh my God, dude, just right there! Oh my God, it's moving. I can't believe it. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! You can so close. You can see it without the scope. Oh my God! Wait, look, is it a rock? Is it a rock? God! I need to look again.
Maybe there are two. Because the left one is also maybe smaller, you know? It's not moving, but there is something on the left.
It is. Is that two? Is it just one?
Maybe there are two.
There's absolutely no denying now. He's just sat up, he's looking right at us, he's moving his head around. That is a cat. That is a very big, snowy cat. Oh my God. I didn't think we were going to see it, honestly. Oh, I can't believe it. The feeling of... It's like a mixture between utter, unadulterated happiness and like the biggest sense of relief you can possibly imagine. We're looking at a snow leopard. Oh my God, look at it.
100%.
Yeah, it's an absolute snow leopard.
See?
That's the face of a snow leopard. Yeah. Yes. What number snow leopard is this for you?
Number 4, I mean 4.
That's the 4th snow leopard you've ever seen. How long
Yeah.
have you been working here?
50, 60 times. I don't count now, you know?
Oh my God. Look, it's gone.
See, now it's gone, you know? We came in time. You know? Right time, right place. Right place, right time.
Just can't believe it.
Yeah, we found it, yeah.
This is clearly an incredibly special place, Sarichat. And it makes total sense that this is probably the place with the highest density of snow leopards on the planet.
We know that the number of snow leopards has increased since we started working in this area. And I believe that we did something, you know, in this, you know. There are other organizations and then life has changed, the economy has changed, but I know that we also did something here, you know. I can say that I'm proud of this. It's hard to think about it, you know, that someone will come here and damage this place, you know. We should keep it. We don't have these kind of places in the world. Yeah, we should keep it.
In a situation where I thought maybe I'd be coming here and we kind of follow a sad, declining story of an animal that's moving its way towards extinction, It's not even a glimmer, but such a strong feeling of hope. That because these people are working together in those 4 pillars that Kostub talks about, the community-based conservation, the research, policy and education, all working together, that's how you keep an animal like this alive. That's how you keep snow leopards living in these mountain habitats, and that's how you get things like seeing 2 snow leopards in one day. And it gets me excited for the future, that models like this might work for not just these animals, but for countless other endangered species.
A deep thicket of acacia.
So she needs to get to a different area, which unfortunately for her, she has to go through this thicket, which is very dangerous.
This is the territory of a large pride of lions, deadly predators of cheetahs. But lions are not the only threat to the family's survival.
Well, in the thickets, there's a lot of things that she can encounter. Elephants love the acacia thickets because they feed on acacias, which are very nutritious trees. So those could also pose a threat. There's also a lot of grasses, which then attracts buffaloes. And buffaloes, we know, they're very notorious at actually trampling at young baby predators and all of that. So those are the risk factors that she's facing going through these thickets over here.
If she's to feed her family, Chile has to navigate through the thicket to the prey-rich area on the other side. Her best bet is to proceed with caution and keep a low profile. Nature has given newborn cheetahs a helping hand to deter predators. Their fuzzy grey mane aids in camouflage and mimics the fearsome honey badger. But it doesn't fool the pied crow. The vervet monkeys join in with a special alarm call, warning of a predator on the ground. Prey is almost in sight, but for the safety of her kittens, Chile has no choice but to hunker down and hide. Once again, little Chebe is last to arrive, and just in the nick of time. Tired, hungry and surrounded, all Chile can do is sit it out and hope no one discovers them.
Chile is definitely more confident, more self-assured as a mum than Savannah. She's raised 9 cubs to independence in the past versus Savannah's 5. She's much more prepared to take what seems like an incredible risk. They've spotted a herd of hemspock in a clearing. For young cheetahs, these are a very dangerous target. Three cats all together. They look like a force to be reckoned with. I don't quite know how this is going to play out. I have seen cheetahs hunt before, but out in the open plains, and I'm not sure how it's going to change their behavior somewhere as thick as this. It's very, very scrubby and bushy. Okay, cheetah there, moving in. Right. Okay, one's running, second one running towards the game. You don't yet know that the cheetahs are gaining on them. They're actually just, okay, full-on run from the front cheetah, full-on run. no, they're just scattering the herd.
The Hemsbok panic. The cheetahs are after an easy target.
Okay, confusion. It's very hard trying to keep track of 3 cheetah.
Wonder's camera captures what I can't see. She's chasing one animal away from the group. In amongst the bushes, Wonder's losing speed. Her sister Shiloh charges in on the left, but the Hemsbok is now so far ahead, it's safe. The thick vegetation has scuppered our cheetah's chances. Wonder skulks back to the clearing, where the tables have turned.
Oh, just got charged by a big Hemsbok there.
They're now at risk of being skewered by this large male.
The prey knows that the predator is around. The cheetah have lost their advantage. Now they're just getting chased away. They're being humiliated.
Taking on such large prey was a real rookie mistake. Back in Samara, Chile has risked a long journey through a landscape full of danger. After a long night stranded in a thicket, the elephant herd that trapped the hungry family has moved on. Chile last made a kill 5 days ago. This family needs to eat. Luckily, beyond the acacia woodland, the open plains teem with springbok. Her kittens are starving hungry, so she must take her chances. With dwindling energy, Chile must choose her target wisely. But the kittens, especially the bold cub Chasa, are a distraction. They don't understand the rules of the hunt. Her prey are near Samara's boundary fence, which might be to her advantage. Her target is trapped. Success. It's a meal at last for Chile. Her gamble in travelling so far with such young kittens has paid off. The kittens are digging in, and this time, Chebe is not on the sidelines. Around this age, 6 weeks, kittens are old enough to have their first taste of meat. For Julius, this is an exciting moment.
She's just caught first springbok after a long time. And we've just been witnessing youngsters nibbling on that carcass, which is actually exciting because that's what we've been wanting to see, whether they're actually going to eat meat or they're still reliant on milk. But it seems like she's introducing them into meat. And yeah, it's quite exciting times. Mum is full and we're no longer worried that she'll run out of milk as we were before. And yeah, the youngsters look happy. They're jumping up and down. I see their tummies are actually quite full. So everybody's happy. I'm happy. Chili's happy, kittens are happy.
Chili's risk has paid off. She took her kittens on this epic journey, and at times it looked really bleak, but all 5 have survived. And she's managed to make that all-important kill. When you're up against climate change, you have to adapt your strategy to survive, even if it means risking it all.
This intimacy also allowed me to see things I quite frankly could never have spotted if I were following a purely wild family.
There, fella. Yeah. He's lost his first teeth. Toki's lost his canines, 8 months old, and the first baby teeth have gone. You're growing up, boy. Ah, they still hurt though. Yeah, they're still sharp.
Being with them like this did have its problems though. I wanted them to be more independent, but as long as we were walking with them, they'd be looking to us for guidance the whole time. Also, I simply couldn't keep up with them when they set off hunting, nor could I hide as well as they could in the grass. We'd reached a point in their growing up when I had to start putting more distance between us. For me to stay close and not disturb their prey, I began to use the car as a mobile hide. Most of the animals here in Lewa are used to seeing vehicles and they pretty much ignore them. This way, I could keep a close eye on Toki and Sambu as they practiced hunting without disturbing them or their prey. And they certainly needed a lot of practice. Time and again, they'd chase animals that were way too big and potentially very dangerous for them. A direct kick from a zebra could easily crush their skull, and my heart was in my throat every time they decided to take on the heavyweights. There were times when it felt just too close.
You may be fast on your feet, but you've got a lot to learn.
Cheetah cubs become independent around 18 months old. And although the cubs have grown physically, I want to see if they've progressed developmentally, especially when it comes to their most critical survival skill, hunting. It's quite incredible to think that within 3 months,
these two cubs will be on their own. And yeah, it's a worry.
Seb and Morwa have strong instincts, but becoming a skilled predator relies on getting an education from Mum.
Okay, she's on the move. I'm definitely hunting. The cubs are a good 50 metres behind, so I'm going to see if I can skirt round and keep up with her.
Last time I saw them, the cubs were left behind when Savannah hunted. Now, they follow.
She's not picking one direction and following that route. She's meandering, sniffing the air, checking out every thicket.
Savannah weaves through the landscape. This could be the cubs' opportunity to observe a hunting masterclass.
This is when things really ramp up. This is Savannah telling the cubs to get involved. Follow me when you know I've caught something. Come in and help if you can, but at least get that experience of paws on a live animal. Okay, let's go. She's gone into a very thick, bushy area here. I'll try and skirt round the edge. But if there's something in here, she might get lucky. This stealth and silence and persistence is going to get her next meal.
To become successful hunters, the cubs need this lesson in stealth.
Very intently looking into the bushes.
Given the bushy landscape, she may well be teaching her cubs the art of the ambush. The trees conceal Savannah's attack. It's a success. She's taught the cubs it's not all about the chase.
And she's still not let go of the jugular. She's not taking any risks. Because even if it appears dead, it might not necessarily be dead.
We think of cheetahs as high-speed pursuit predators, but they're also adaptable ambush hunters. In catching a duiker, one of the Kalahari's smaller antelopes, she's giving her cubs a chance to handle live prey. The cubs help Mum dispatch the duiker with ease. The progress they've made since I last saw them is encouraging, but they're not quite grown up yet.
When you come to the Masai Mara, if you see one cheetah, I think you should be over the moon. But to see 8 almost fully grown cheetahs, it's just a riot of spots.
Eight and a half hours of looking. We've finally got a phone call to say that they've found 5, so that's great news. We're going to go and find them now and see what they're doing. We were expecting 5 cheetahs, there were actually 8, which is quite bizarre and very unusual to see 8 cheetahs all together.
It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Seeing 8 cheetah, it's a pride of lions makes sense, but what do you call them? I think a relay team of cheetah is just wonderful.
After a long afternoon of feeding and snoozing, at dusk, Seba and Morwa get playful.
You've got an obsession with my rucksack. It doesn't smell of anything other than sweaty Scotsman.
But it seems Sweaty Scotsman is like catnip to Morwa.
Don't bite it. Nope. You can hiss at my coat, but just don't bite it. Hey. Leave it.
9 months ago, the cubs kept their distance. Now, not so much.
Please, no. No. That is inedible. Okay, fella, put it down. Oh, okay, it's 3 against 1, I get it. Right, so Mum's at my camera. Morwa, you've got my coat. Seba, you're being reasonably well behaved at the moment. Come on, guys. Right, just leave it. Yeah, one wrong move and I could get myself into trouble here. Look at you, gosh. They're all wide-eyed and eager. It's funny, I've seen that with other cats, that when it gets dark, there's a change in behaviour. I'm a little bit scared about what you might do if I try and push you away from that. Come on. It's not worth beating up a Scotsman for. Come on. That's a bit of an angry looking face. Oh, Christ, look at him now. No. Scaredy cats. Okay, it's time to call it a day. See you tomorrow.
Springbok are the most successful desert antelopes in Africa. With short, thin fur, they can easily offload heat by sweating. The white patterns on their coats help to reflect solar radiation. And they never need to drink. They can extract all the moisture they need from the most meager desert plants. But in southern Africa's deserts, there's a lurking challenge. Cheetahs shadow the springbok herds. They too evolved in the desert. Thinly furred and lightly built, everything about them is designed to deal with heat and speed. Cheetahs are sprinters, not made for a long-distance chase. So they must get close. But springbok have keen senses. True to their name, springbok can leap 2 meters high. It's jumping with a purpose. It signals a warning to the others and confuses attackers. After such a burst of activity, springbok need to cool down fast. Here in the Kalahari, temperatures can be unbearable, but large animals can at least find a shady haven under the broad canopies of camel thorn trees.
The rains always bring new life to northern Kenya. Animals everywhere start new families, and there's a sudden increase in the number of young animals around. Impala fawns can walk within an hour of being born, and they can run and dodge trouble within half a day. They'd proved way too nimble for the cubs during the last rainy season. But Toki and Sambu now had a whole lot more experience and speed on their side. Because of the unique relationship we had with Toki and Sambu, I was able to move in close to share with them this enormously significant event. I had to keep pinching myself to realize that the cubs were now all but living wild, and yet they allowed me to approach them even at this sensitive moment.
It's a really weird mixture of emotions, because whilst it's always upsetting to see anything killed, especially a young animal, having spent so much time with these cheetahs and frankly hoping that they're going to be successful, this is such a major, major leap towards independence.
It may sound crazy, but their success gave me an overwhelming feeling of pride.
Kenya, famous for its big cats, the supreme hunters. Cheetahs specialize in hunting at speed. Though fast, they're fragile creatures built to sprint after small prey. They don't have the strength or weight of a lion to bring down larger animals. This male is different. He doesn't hunt alone. He's learnt that there is strength in numbers. But here, there are not just two, but 3 cheetahs. A band of brothers. They have changed their tactics, and by doing so, have taken their prey by surprise. They have learned that, working together, they can bring down large prey. An ostrich, a bird that towers over a cheetah and is more than twice as heavy. It can't fly to escape danger, but it can lash out with a deadly kick. A female, unaware as yet of any danger. Even with 3 of them, this is still highly risky. If one gets injured, the other 2 couldn't hope to tackle such large prey. On the other hand, if they get it right, the rewards are huge. The male has spotted one of the brothers, but only one. It's not too worried. Then suddenly there are 3. The female is slower to realize the danger, and the cheetahs switch targets. It takes the combined effort and weight of all 3 brothers to bring down this powerful bird. Even now, the ostrich could land a fatal kick. So far, the brothers are winning. Ostriches have yet to find a way to foil such tactics.